Hello everybody, Gamer Penny here, bringing you another episode of our Final Fantasy XIV Online Let's Play, and we are back with Vesper, and we're taking on Zodiark. So, I had to actually do a server transfer, so we're no longer on Halicarnassus. I moved to Balmung, so we could get in a lot faster, and it took like 5 minutes to find a group for this.
All creation shall bend to my will.
We're on Halicarnassus. It said it was going to take over 30 minutes, so I did not want to wait for the groups anymore. Me too, first time.
The end has come, and it will be beautiful. The marvels of circus were but playthings.
Go with the group. Ew, I ran out of mana. I did the thing again.
Become flesh!
Just stay up in this corner here.
To see the end. Zodiark shall be complete! Mine! All mine!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
At last, I am become Zodiark!
Yeah, but he's not whole yet, because the rejoining not there.
Oh. The natural order overturned! All in existence, back to my will!
That was okay there.
My life's work! My masterpiece!
Yipes. Oh, come on.
How I've waited for this day!
Yay! I'm dead.
All in existence, bent to my will.
Whee, that was weird.
The great cataclysm, faithfully recreated. From broken skies fall tears of flame. All shall burn. Will you live to see the end?
Nice.
All in existence, bent to my will. Will you live to see the end?
And this sucks as a black mage. Yo!
I have no need for restraint. All in existence, bent to my will. Will you live to see the end? Will you live to see the end?
There's so much running around. I'm losing it here. Nope.
All in existence, bent to my will. live to see the end?
Buggy.
To see the end.
No, help me. Dang it.
Bent to my will!
You put us down in the thing. I was trusting you.
Will you live to see the end?
There we go. Alright, Zodiark is dead.
Is this the limit of your power? Is this how it ends?
Well, yeah, he hasn't been rejoined all the way, you idiot. You should have done more for the rejoining. You got too cocky. Alright, carrying on. 2-player comms. Well done, my preparations are complete, and I stand ready to seal Zodiark once more. Withdraw now from this place, the teleporter will deliver you to safety.
Incomplete and insufficient. Of course he was no match. Once again, you have left my best laid plans in ruins. And played your role to perfection. Thus, sealing my victory.
What?
From the first, all I wanted was for you to kill Zodiark. 'Twas but one of many methods to achieve the desired effect. It would have been the same had Xenos died in my place. But what better and more satisfying way to ensure success than to take control myself? My sole regret is that you live to tell the tale. Even so, I have fulfilled my heart's desire.
You want a Zodiac to die?
Let your murder mark the beginning of the end. The coming of the final days!
He's killing Zodiac.
How quickly strength fades and blood cools. Old familiar sensations. So many lives, so many deaths. No different this. I close my eyes, then slip into the dreamless slumber. A tired song and dance. Routine. Always I wake. But not this time. Nothing left unsaid. Nothing left undone. Inherit my hell. I intone with glee. The man I was would weep for what I have become. The all-consuming contempt. But I've the wisdom of 10 millennia to justify my answer to the question. No value in their existence. Not a whit. For all that I looked. None that I did see. A final chance, then, for Heidelin and her faithful. In Cataclysm, prove me wrong. I snare. All shall return to nothingness, as was your will, Emperor Sunday. I, the star, and every living being, consigned to your oblivion.
So Zodiac is no more. And that's what Fandaniel wanted. Fandaniel or Ammon. They're both the same people. Uh-oh.
Ah. At last.
Uh-oh. Deep breaths, slow and steady. You saw it too, yes? Blue star below, thrown into turmoil. Then it was no illusion. All was truth. With the death of Zodiac, the laws of nature over which he presided have begun to unravel. The final days are upon us. What you witnessed was an omen granted by the echo, a vision of the horrors to come. Time grows short. That's Xenos.
No. I'll find no fulfillment to the contest with you this day.
Slavering beasts gather at your gates, ravenous and eager. Already you turn to them and away from me. I must go forth once more in search of power far beyond the might of Shinryu. Power to make your heart run over with rage. For the eldest of primals was a betrayal of promise. A pathetic creature incapable of inspiring true despair. That's what I crave. Pure, unadulterated despair.
Oh, Xenos. Hope will win the day.
We shall see.
I feel like we should fight him here. Like, just let him... Like, don't just let him walk by us, you know? Bye, Xenos. But I guess we do have more pressing things. We saw a vision that the Earth was under attack. I sense his presence on the moon no longer. You need not follow, then I beg you stay and listen to what I have to tell you. Of Zodiac, and the end of all things. .533 weapon. Nice. Before we speak at length, I believe a change of surrounds is in order. I have more than ill tidings to share, you see. I sensed others arriving not long ago. Though my communications with Heidelin have grown infrequent, I have learned enough from her to know these are your comrades. And as luck would have it, they have already reached my abode. Come, let us join them. Okay. Man, we almost got to level 88. And the quest that we're on? 84. so you fight Zodiac at level 84. That's just insane. That's just insane. We're gonna get probably 90 I mean, we're gonna get 90 soon. We'll definitely get it before we get to the end, which kind of stinks because I think some stuff is, you know, locked behind story, so... But that's okay. Thank goodness you are unharmed. We did what we could to subdue the Tempered before making our way here. Not without casualties, unfortunately. Some few detonated explosives, killing themselves and others. The contingent's healers had their hands full tending to the injured and enthralled when we took our leave. Lest you wonder, Mistress Cryo hath also been delivered unto their care. Serving as a conduit for Heidelin's power hath taken its toll, but she will recover in due course. As for Alfino and Alice, they insisted on remaining in Garlemald while we three rushed to your aid. Appears, however, that matters here have already come to a conclusion. But what manner of conclusion, if I might ask? And is this the ally whom Heidelin bade you seek out? He is not unlike the shades of Amarat. Not unlike, perhaps, but not the same. I was created by Heidelin, together with this place. It has ever been my duty to keep vigil over Zodiark, or rather, it was my duty. And Zodiark is no more. And not without consequence, I am afraid. For now the delicate weave of the star preserved by his presence will begin to unravel. If you mean to avert the final days, you shall have need of... Uh-oh. Are you alright? My attempts to forestall Zodiark's relief have all but exhausted my strength. If you might allow me to rest a short while, I will share with you all I can. Please do. You need not exert yourself on our account. These crystals contain records of your time here, yes? May we peruse them while we wait? By all means. If you would review them chronologically, might I suggest beginning with those of the upper floor? I shall leave that to you, Vesper, while I see what can be gleaned from the crystals on the lower levels. Yeah, take a seat, Watcher. You've done a lot. Alright, let's go find these crystals that we're supposed to read. Thancred. Urianger. What do you have to say? Dost thou suppose our host hath maintained his solitary vigil since the very beginning without rest or relief? If so, these records comprise the sum total of his existence. We must needs handle them with care. Dimly glowing crystal. As you gaze into the crystal, ancient knowledge of Zodiark flows through your mind. No abnormalities, no abnormalities, no abnormalities. These appear to be records of a long, lonely vigil on the moon, dating back to the beginning of Zodiark's imprisonment. Dang. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past calamities flows through your mind. Records describe how, with each rejoining, Zodiark's thirst for freedom grew, as did the strain on the brands. Maintaining Zodiark's imprisonment appears to tax Heidelin greatly. Warmly glowing crystal. Knowledge of past rejoinings flows through your mind. The records describe the Watcher's efforts to prepare in the event Zodiac broke free from his prison. The records go on to describe maintenance carried out regularly with the Loperates, though it is not clear who or what they are. Oh god. Not the Loperates. As you gaze into the crystal, a record of an unexpected visitor flows through your mind. The records note the Watcher's musings when Elidibus is spotted on the moon, though clearly not for the first time. It is clear he and his brethren have a keen interest in freeing Zodiac from his prison, and yet they have made no attempt to destroy the brands. Perhaps they prefer he remain hidden from mortal eyes until the final rejoining. Perhaps they realize he would never dare bring harm to Zodiac so long as he remains imprisoned. Did you learn anything of import? So it is as we suspected. Maintaining the brands requires a great deal of her energy and focus, and this cost has grown higher with every rejoining. That would explain why contact with her has become rather infrequent since the 7th Umbral Calamity. I, too, made a rather startling discovery. This heavenly body we know to be the moon was in fact created by Hydaelyn. When the Watcher said he was created together with this place, I thought he only meant this facility. Truly, Hydaelyn's powers are far beyond anything I could have imagined. I thank you for affording me this short reprieve.
It is we who should thank you. The records stored here are nothing short of extraordinary. There is much we could learn of Zodiac and his imprisonment, but perhaps you could offer us more focused guidance. Pray, tell us of the calamity that came before and comes now again.
The final days. Long ago, before the Great Sundering, there was but a single world, Etheirys. One day, from within the earth, a terrible cry issued forth, affecting a profound change in all manner of life. We were not exempt. Our creation magics ran rampant, giving shape and form to thoughts of hopelessness and despair. At first, the phenomenon was limited to a single region, but quickly, so very quickly, it spread and engulfed the whole of the star.
Were the ancients ever able to deduce its source?
They were not. However, the convocation struck up a method to predict where next the corruption would manifest. The etheric energies which flow through all of creation in the form of various currents. Currents which course through the land and seas. Those which flow through the very air. And those of celestial nature which encompass both our star and this moon.
Celestial currents. I cannot say I am familiar with the concept.
Nor would I expect you to be. Few scholars of our time knew of their existence. Their invaluable knowledge helped us to better understand the nature of the calamity. Like the terrestrial ones of earth and air, the celestial currents form a vast network, but the ethereal distribution is not consistent. The Convocation soon realized that the inciting incidents occurred in regions where the flow was weakest. Correlation without clear cause, ultimately. Nevertheless, on closer study, a stagnancy of aether was observed in nearby currents.
And so they sought a means to harness the forces of darkness, of activity and growth. Thus was Zodiac conceived. No less a power than a god's could set right the laws of nature and quicken the flow of ether within the star.
Precisely. With the advent of Zodiac, our end was averted.
Emmett Selk claimed that those who summoned Hydaelyn did so because they saw Zodiac's power as a threat. Is that true?
Indeed, there was a faction opposed to Zodiac's creation, but their aim was never to unmake him. They understood the continued preservation of the natural order was dependent on his very existence. Until we could identify and address the underlying cause of the final days, he would need remain, for his departure would set in motion those apocalyptic forces once more. Hydaelyn recognized this as well, and so rather than destroy, she sundered Zodiac, herself and the star into lesser reflections, that she might confine him in this place. And what she told me in the ethereal sea was false? That the two once dwelled was one until Zodiac grew hungry for power, upsetting the balance twixt them? Not quite a lie, though a rather gross embellishment. But knowing what you know now, you must surely realize why she might opt to obfuscate and mislead. Hydaelyn and Zodiac are both constructs of man, approximations of perfection limited by their own imperfections. Zodiac was, without question, the more powerful of the two, having been born from the sacrifice of half Aetherius' population. Thus was it necessary for Hydaelyn to commit herself wholly to his defeat. Still more effort was needed to confine him. Maintaining the brands taxed her greatly. With that power she dared spare, she cried out to any who might listen, and offered her blessing to those who heeded her call. Though it was likely within her power to do so, I believe she did not wish to speak of Aetherius and her history. Like Zodiac, Hydaelyn's purpose is a reflection of her creators. They wish to look to the future and not linger in the prison of the past.
The Ascians set in motion 7 rejoinings before we came to oppose them. How many more worlds would have been lost had we not placed our faith in her? How many more souls living in the present would have been snuffed out for the sake of those long dead?
Well, in light of recent events, I see no reason to doubt your words. And even if Hydaelyn is not a god in truth, if Minfilia believes that we should trust in her plans, then I choose to do just that. Which brings me to a rather important question. Let's suppose we try but fail to stop this second coming of the final days. Should the source fall, what will become of the other worlds?
The nomenclature is more fitting than you know. Bring ruin to the source, and its reflections will share in its fate. Oh, he's got to save the source to save Reen. Ah, it is ready. This way, if you would be so kind. Beautiful sight, is it not?
Yes, but what is it?
Hydaelyn knew better than any that her power was not absolute. Indeed, she has ever struggled to hold Zodiark and his faithful at bay. She feared the worst, and so made preparations. In the event of his demise, there would be a contingency. This moon is more than a prison. It is a vessel capable of bearing the people of Aetheris to safe harbor. You need not go far to find his pilots. In fact, I should be happy to take you to them. I fulfill my final duty as Watcher in the dark. Oh boy. Here we go. Alright, let's get this new weapon going though. Where'd it go? Oh, it's up here. Then we do a little blop. Blop. A cool looking weapon. Alright, I think what we'll do... Go ahead and talk to him. The time has come for you to be on your way. The crater at the heart of Mare Lamentorum, where Zodiark was imprisoned, is not so easily traversed, however. Let us call upon Argos, the familiar whom you met earlier. He should have no trouble bearing you across. Argos? The puppers? As Hydaelyn created me as the jailer, so too did she create Argos as the guard. It is his nature to appear when needed, and yet he is nowhere to be found. Strange. Mayhap the imbalancing of Aether has affected him. Let us make for the crushing brand and attempt to call upon him there. You need but recall the path you walked with Argos before, and you will find your way. If he labors in service to Hydaelyn's plan, I see no reason not to do as he suggests. Shall we make for this crushing brand, then? Okay, but I'm gonna do that in the next episode. So guys, I want to thank you so much for all of your support on this series. If you do want to see more of the Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye-bye everyone.